Hello guys and welcome back to StarDrive with the BlackBox and Combined Arms Mods, where we're still very early game playing as the Ralyeh. And first thing, just research fusion reactor, which will give us better power generation. Gives you drone cluster bombs as well. I don't think I'm going to go down the drone route this time. So the question is, do we go then for energy weapons, or do I actually go for advanced education first? I think I will go for advanced education before we start trying to build up a military fleet, because we're still trying to build some trade ships, and the AI still wants to scout. So we'll do that to give us a bit of a research and production bonus. We managed to colonize Kolthar 7. That was just to make sure nobody else colonizes it. I mean, there are volcanoes here, so it will become an increasingly useful planet over time. So yeah, perhaps good to grab that one actually as a future industrial world. It's not going to do much for us for a long time though. So yeah, well, I think we'll grab advanced education, and yeah, that will give us sort of a better economic foundation, and then yeah, maybe go along the Corvette route, get some better weapons. So we've got troops on the way to Capetus 2, which is this crash site here. So that they're about to arrive. How are we doing on Capetus 1? Getting on with the rover bay still. Yeah, could do. I think with probably some trade ships coming to help out, but still very early game. We don't have a very large trade fleet yet, which is one of the reasons why I want to hold off building loads of military ships for the moment. Let's have a look at the world's list. Am I missing? No, they're all got remnants. Willy Stop is a swamp average, but it's well within the Kolrathi territory, so yeah, we won't be able to grab that one. How are... Okay, yeah, still churning out scouts. Looking at our empire then, what's our best worlds? Our best world. So Kolthar obviously is our home world. Kolthar 3, yeah. So 6.6. Kolthar 4 is not too bad on production. And 5 is alright, so okay. What about potential population? Or actual population, I suppose. Okay, so population of our colonies is still incredibly low at this point, so we're still very, very reliant on our home world, which is another reason really not to try and churn out loads of ships at this stage, because they'll all be built at the home world, which will stop it from cracking on with getting trade fleets and things like that set up. So the Kolrathi managed to take Himat. What's that? It's a barren rich. Okay, well, yeah, I wouldn't have grabbed that one anyway, because it's not worth it. But it is a bit annoying having them there. Though Erest's so we've got okay, an anomaly at Groomish, but quite a long way away, and obviously in Cordazine territory, so I doubt we'll be able to get that one. So yeah, Erest then. I mean, potential worlds of 1.7 billion, 2 billion, and 11.2 billion. Erest 4 could become a really nice world, a nice agricultural world. So yeah, I don't regret sort of focusing on that one really. It's just a little bit irritating, but I find as the game goes on, you can only keep what you can defend, and things should become a little less chaotic. Ooh, hey, whoa, what? After scouting the area, troops found a ship. Inside, they found a data core with the schematics of an unknown technology. While removing the data core from the socket, they triggered the ship's security protocols, alarming a dormant remnant inhibitor. Oh gosh. So I gained a load of money, which is very, very nice, and I acquired a new technology. The Cyclone. The Cyclone represents the worst and best of both worlds. It features high projectile speeds, great damage, extensive range, and a low cooldown, but requires substantial amounts of power and ordnance to fire. It could have gone worse. Now then, what I've done though is have I triggered a remnant now in this system. So I imagine if I launch these troops, they're gonna die, but they're not serving me any purpose right now. Yeah, so they died, and there is that. Yeah. Okay. Well. Could potentially hit the courtesan as well, and I'm not building lots of orbital stuff here for the moment, so I think all in all that will be okay. So that was one of the secret technologies, was it? Yeah, the Cyclone. So I need to. Do I need to research it? Yeah. So I don't. Right. So I don't have it right now. I'll need to research it. You know, I don't know if I ever. Oh, I kind of feel like I've got to. So we're going to need more troops to go and find us more interesting stuff, and I'm going to make that a bit of a priority. So you go to the top here, and yeah, we'll get them rushed out. So where can we go? Hetam, there's remnants there. Yurman, I think they colonized the world with the artifact there. That's a bit of a shame. Scapetta, so we know there's remnants there. Pizarro, I can only assume there's remnants because of the exclamation marks. Any easy ones to grab? I'm just having a look. I can't immediately see one. What? The Vulfar have got the world where that one is. I assume the Polyps. I've got that one. Yeah. Okay, we've explored another world. Pearl. I can only assume there's remnants here again because of the exclamation marks. Gumrish. Yeah, the courtesan have that world. So, is it worth trying to sort of just kind of ninja in troops? I don't know if it'll work. Let's are they going to hit a gravity well on the way? No, I don't think so. Let's send those troops. Remnants at the Jackie system. Okay, so we got advanced education. Alice 2. Okay, so yeah, advanced education, so we can get the Planetary Education Centre. And I think now I will go for... let's go for energy weapons. Just to move our sort of tech along on the military side of things, but I won't be building ships for the moment. So Planetary Education Centre, I think that is worth rushing. Basically, give us a bit of a boost there. Yeah, producing at 9, and obviously we'll get a science boost as well. So It should hopefully push us along. So what's going on here then? What is going on? It's like a shuttle, a remnant shuttle, trying to execute a boarding action, presumably against this Vulfar scout. And I got alerted to it because I've got Jackie 5, which is going to be a research world. See the Opterus here spreading out as they do. Oddly, Vulfar have it's a swamp poor. Gosh, okay. Wouldn't be a bad one to have. It's odd that they've sort of got this one, that one, and presumably, yeah, Varta's all the way down here. So they've strung themselves out quite a lot, and right in the middle of Kilrathi space. So I assume the Kilrathi are going to have a go at them. Their Pulo system has been explored, which is not too interesting. So, yeah, I mean, I really do need to try and get a fleet together as swiftly as I can to take on Sathar. I just don't want to cripple my economy doing it because, you know, it's very difficult to take out the remnants. And, yeah, we actually got caught in the gravity well of this planet. I'm a bit worried that the remnants will come and hit it. But yeah, the Sathar system is absolutely gorgeous. 11.2 billion, 6.6. I thought these ones were useful as well. 4.4, 4.1. I think if I could grab this system, it will really boost me. But the remnant forces are quite significant from memory. So yes, Capetus, come and land there. See if we can pull it off. Do we know what's on there? No, I don't for the moment. Just a little volcanic world discovered over there. 2 gas giants. Obviously, I'd like to get the Amar Chib system as well, just because of the proximity to Kothla. I'm thinking of going beam weapons, as I've said before, so that will hopefully, you know, help when it comes to the remnants. They've got lots of PD, and obviously that won't be able to stop the beams. I've done okay in the past with just the energy weapons. I'm just wondering whether I should couple my beams with, you know, another technology, basically, or whether it's best just to barrel down this this tech tree. You know, something like maybe long-range missiles or something like that. Yeah. I don't think I want to go torpedoes again. I've done torpedoes with the polyps a few times, and I like them, but I just think we need to have a look at some other technology. So, Scapetus then, we're about to arrive. Oh no! Abort! Abort! Oh, actually, it's best to whiz past. Best to whiz past. Just jump. Oh, you're in the gravity field. Oh well, you're not. Oh well. Your service will be remembered. Probably not. Can we tell what was on there? Oh, it's some kind of power source in the mountains. Interesting. Interesting. So yeah, we got caught on the Sathar system. Just wondering whether it's worth getting a scout of some description. Probably not. see we are now, getting the trade going. So I think the next thing to do is probably get subspace projectors going to improve. I think here the United Federation's already getting their subspace projectors going. So let's see whether we can join them. So let's So energy weapons, we've at least got that. Oh, and that gives us the prototype energy beam. I was thinking I'd have to come and research laser beams first, but yeah, that actually gives us a little bit of what we need. So I think now, yeah, let's go logistics and get the subspace projectors. Do we design a Corvette at the moment? So this is, we can't put much on it, can we? What about defenses? It would just be these static barriers or maybe a mag shield. Yeah. Not going to last very long against a heavy drone, and will probably be a lot of wasted production. So let's just hold our horses on that for the moment. Oh, hello. Open borders. No, not open borders. Happy to trade, but not open borders. I just think that is an invitation for them to come and colonize the worlds in your systems, the barren ones that you haven't already grabbed. How are we getting on here? So we've got our rover bay now. And now moving on with the aeroponic farm, which is probably not a bad idea for this world to be a bit... maybe I should put it actually as a core world so that it does a bit of a balanced build, because it's going to be exposed. I'm going to queue up a military outpost actually, and we'll get a little garrison over there, which won't hold off the courtesan, but may discourage them from just launching a little, surprise ground invasion. So we couldn't get troops onto Scabetus because there were remnants at the planet. Hetam, is that worth a go? I suspect not. Let's grab that little fighter. It's not doing anything. We'll just see whether there's any chance. In fact, little fighter, maybe I'll give you a bit more of a chance by popping you just outside the gravity well there. So yeah, continuing to build the trade ships and get our economy going. See, we've got a hell of a long route over to Capetus. What are you doing? Delivering colonists. Yeah. In Nier. Okay, remnants there as well, presumably. So, Hetam. Are the remnants actually at Hetam 3? Yes. Okay, can you jump? Can you jump again, little fighter? Yes. Oh, no. Oh, because he got caught on the gravity well. Of course, and it's pulled him out of hyperspace. Okay, well. So we know that we can't go and grab that one just yet. But we do now have subspace projectors. So we can get on with producing that network. And let's have a look at getting some shields, I think, some proper shields. So we'll go with some proper shields, and maybe a... If we're going to go beams, I think energy armor would be particularly useful. Reactive, you know, I think the extra energy generation will be very handy. So let's just get some shields first, so that we can stick them on our corvettes. And I now need to go to AI, and yeah, auto build projectors, please, which will take up a lot of resources, but will help. Will help a lot in terms of our economy, just to move these freighters along. It's going to be quite a mission to build them out to Capetas. Jackie 5, how are you doing? Getting on with the research lab, which is good. We're researching at 5.4. And our treasury goal... Yeah, okay, we need to, yeah, it is taxing in order to try and get there. And we're at 590. How's that little... So we've got a spy defending. Only 3 defense, though. Ralyeh are worse than we are. Do I want to... no, I don't want to buy another one for the moment. I am a bit worried, actually, guys. I am a bit worried that I'm going to be the victim of spy missions and then not realise it. So I'm just going to take the mute spies off, but I'll leave the repeat missions on. So you guys are all... So delivering colonists, more colonists, and some additional colonists. Okay, well that is good. You know, we want to be growing our colonies so that they can take a bit of the load, and so it's not all on our home world. Let's knock the speed up a bit, as worried as I am about doing that. See, we've got a constructor, so that should be moving off to build us a subspace projector. Where are you off to? Yeah, so it'll mean that the Dauntless having Tamino may not be such a pain now, because we won't get caught on the gravity fields here. I guess try. There seems to be quite a nice little trade going between Arrest and Kothlar. So how is Arrest? It's RS5, I see. Oh, RS4 rather. Yeah, population's still quite low, 0.19. So yeah, we do need those colonists to arrive. They should be speeded along by the subspace projector network that we're getting going. Down to 5 research there. Quite well. Yeah, it seems to be alright. He's coming back. I was going to say, I was quite relieved that the Remnant inhibitor didn't sort of come and blockade the worlds. It doesn't mean that it won't at some point, but we seem to be able to trade for the moment, so that growth isn't being too stifled. Yeah, in fact, we've got quite a few ships heading out there. So what are we doing here? Oh, getting a network out to Haydug 1. An anomaly, gosh, all the way down there with the United Federation. So that's one that we won't be getting. Gas giants, very interesting. So is Kothlar just jam-packed with building constructors? Yeah. As I thought it would be. Enemy agent has sabotaged production on Kothlar 3. That is annoying because that is our that's our home world where we do all the production stuff. So let's invest in another spy then, because we can't have that. There goes the constructors building the network. We're about to, as I say, we're about to get the next technology. Lost the scout at Syfy, okay, and so now we've got some energy shielding. So we've got shielding. Now the problem with, well, one of the problems with the remnants is their ability to kite the early ships. So I think we'll go for Velocity Package 1 and just give our ships a chance to catch up with them. Because the beams, let's have a little look at the beams. What's its range? 1700. I mean, it's not awful, but it's you know. And in fact, it's longer actually than the little cannons. I was expecting it to be shorter, but it's nothing compared to a missile. Not that you use missiles against the remnants anyway. So yeah, I think let's get Velocity Package just to give our ships a chance at catching up. Ooh. There he is. Presumably blockading our world, though if he's happy to go and blockade the Courtesane, I wouldn't be upset. I would not be upset about that. Right, so let's just invest in a few troops here, not too many. God, look at how much they've expanded already. All of these. Oh, damn. Yeah, so we are being blockaded as well. My only solace is the misery it'll be causing the Courtesane as well. How are we getting on here? Oh, still sabotaged. God, how long does the sabotaging last for? That is bad, isn't it? Can I rush? No, because I'm sabotaged. Oh, right, that's finally. Gosh. Nasty. Yeah. Maybe I should be using my spies offensively, because that was, yeah. That will slow us down materially. How are we doing on... okay, yeah, making progress. Raw minerals discovered on Erest 8, and the mineral richness has been increased. Oh, well, that's good. 1.7 now. And it's not a great world, but there are a number of building slots here. Still, oh, you're joking. What? Who is doing that to us? That is absolutely crippling. Oh well, let's get another one, just out of desperation. See something like the Opterus. They don't seem to have spread out as ridiculously as usual. The Cordycean are just a bloody plague, though, aren't they? Opterus 1 has suddenly had a shift in orbit, improving its climate. So I assume, well, it may not be their homeworld, but it'll benefit them anyway. There's a Terran planet in Rojam, but it's obviously a long way away from us. The United Federation and the Polyps are sort of bordering each other. This is a United Federation world all the way over here, Journey 1. I was hoping to clear away all my... Okay, wait, so we are building again now. I was hoping to clear away all the constructors and trade stuff so that we could... we'd be ready to build military ships. But the sabotage is such a pain. Okay, so we've explored the Sol system, which indeed does have... Oh, well, I was going to say the planets, but... it's got Pluto. Well, that was rude. Nothing really to say about that. Yeah, you completed some training. Good, we got a spy. So yeah, I'm old enough to remember the days when Pluto was a planet. Okay, so we foiled a plot to rob our treasury. It's the Korathi. We killed an enemy agent trying to sabotage production on Kothlar 3. The Dauntless, gosh. So we're very much under siege when it comes to espionage. Got more training and got promoted. Okay, good. So hopefully we can defend ourselves a little more. Yeah, still trade and scouts. What are these scouts up to, though? Still off exploring. You'd think that we've probably done most places by now. Yeah, there's one of our scouts right at the edge of the other side of the galaxy now. So you'd sort of think that now would be the time that they'd start to return to be scrapped. Scans of Eusebella 2 have revealed an anomaly. That is a nice Terran world. Wow, it's actually quite poor. Yeah, it just looks very nice. I say that is actually Earth. Probably why it looks nice and familiar. Anyway, velocity. It's obviously not Earth, but it's there's Japan, China, Alaska, etc. So anyway, right. So velocity package 1, and do we go up a level? I just find that the hulls are worth grabbing. It's not. I find it's not just like an incremental. Ooh, it's nice to get a couple of percent better. The extra space on the hulls is important in the hulls. Yeah, you know, I've talked myself into it. So the remnants are here. So presumably the Vulfa have colonized the system, like sort of you know, kamikazed in and grabbed the planet whilst the remnants are still there. So they're going to get blockaded, and we'll be suffering losses, but are presumably willing to just take that until they've got take those losses until they've got a fleet that can get rid of the remnants. It's a bit of a worry for me that the Dauntless could try that at Scapetus and Syfy. One of our spies was injured in a training accident. These things do happen. I was just wondering if I should build some, like, a garrison there, but I'll hold off for the moment. This remnant, it's going to be a long time before we can do anything about this inhibitor. But you know, we can get some construction, some sort of native production being produced there. So we're not totally reliant on freighters. There's a nice trade going on here now. Our scout ships are still going out. Where are you going? Yeah, unfortunately, probably to systems where the remnants are, so you... Should I click on that one? Oh yeah, so where the remnants are. Okay, well... thank you for that. Okay. Oh no, again we've been sabotaged on our home world. Okay, spies recovered from their injuries, and probably because he was injured, he wasn't around to stop the sabotage. Ooh, Kothlar Fall, a volcano has become active. Ooh, it's probably going to take out the spaceport and the rover bay, I would assume. Might make this tile. Oh no, sorry, it's this one that's become active. Sorry, that one's fine. So it might take out the warehouse then. So, not too bad, actually. Could make that tile usable. We'll see. So let's just let's get Corvette Hulls 1. And then I think I'll be ready to design our first military ships and have a look at hitting the remnants eventually. But what I'm going to do for the moment is actually grab our scout. So the Inquisitor's scout with its small sensors. Is there better stuff that we could put on it to that would make much of a difference? I think maybe engine-wise, what's there? The FTL is 54, and it's got 2 small engines. If I put a twin engine on, what would that do? Yeah, bangs it up to 60 FTL speed, and the sublight goes from 509 to... yeah, so definitely worth having a twin engine. What about these over here? Could we not stick some forward thrusters? What's my design issue? Low warp time. Oh yeah, okay, so the recharge at warp. Let's take the symmetry off. if I did that? There we go. So, turns improved, FTL speed is good, and sublight is also not too bad. So, Inquisitor Scout Mark 1. And I will produce one of those for me. Bang you to the top. Let's. Can I just cancel you? I don't really want to be churning out loads of other scouts now. Unfortunately, we are sabotaged though. But I'll just turn it into, like, you know, the first of our little scouting fleets, and then we can come and have a look and just try and work out where the remnants are weakest. You know, I'd obviously like to take on the Syfy system and Scapetus, but you know, if I can pick up some worlds more easily, I'll do that. Whilst we build up the fleet. So Kothlar 3, we're still sabotaged. Yeah, well, I hope that you know, okay, there's 3 stars, 2 stars. I cannot hire any more. Our defense apparently is 3. Maybe I should invest in some technologies to improve our, you know, improve the old counter-espionage, because we're really hurting. Almost got the next Corvette hull though. Well, no, the 75 to go. So, still sabotaged. And I'm not playing on half speed like I usually do. This is normal speed. Right, 6.5 again now. We foiled an enemy agent trying to sabotage, and that was the Dauntless. Okay. So we could infiltrate undercover to provide sensor data. No, I'm not too fussed about that. We could try and sabotage them. Oh yes, yeah, so what? Yeah. So I just don't think it'll. I don't think it'll be worth it. Best to stay on the defense, guys, I think. So is that my scout? That is the... yeah, so let's create that as sort of the first fleet there. And we'll go to Marchib. Stay away from the... yeah, nice and fast. So that's good. Come over here, actually. We'll stay away from the gravity wells. What can you see? Do a little flyby over here while staying out of the gravity well. Okay, so we've got the next level of Corvette now. So before we pick the next research, let's just have a look. So the first one was that, wasn't it? The missionary. So it's got 18 module slots like that. The next one is cleric, right? So you've got 40 module slots, and it looks pretty badass actually. We'll yeah. So I think worth doing. So we'll yeah, let's actually design our first ship, and that may inform me as to what we need to research next. So let's load up the cleric and engines then. So the twin engines. Oh, that's a different configuration. I'm used to them being blocked up, you know, in the middle here. But that could give us then space for some forward thrusters. let's have a look at not power cells. We want, although we may need them, power generation. So this will produce enough power for our engines. No point looking at the speed at the moment because we need to stick other things on. Yeah, we can have a cockpit. Don't need ordnance. Don't really need sensors or storage. Shields. So I think, could we go with 2 shields just to give it a bit of... No, here's 2 shields. Yeah, well, maybe bring the shields back a bit by here. And then weapons. We'll bring these like that. We're gonna need more power, there's no doubt about that. Maybe 2 shields is too much. Could I bring the cockpit forward and would that do? Not really. So we'd have that, and then I think we'd want some armor. So if I went with like a belt of power armor there, just to, and then could we? What if I did something like that? Was that absolutely nuts? Slow warp speed. Okay, well, what are we looking at? 22k, which is slow, but you know, early doors here. 544 sublight speed, which is a bit slow, but not bonkers. Got, you know, fairly decent shields, weapon burst, power drain time. So I think, yeah, 136. What if I got rid of that though and put instead a power cell? Do we? Is this? Total time the ship can maintain energy and beam fire along with the beams at peak power. So that's infinite. So there is a, you know, there's a power drain, but the power time actually is infinite. So I perhaps don't need to stress about that. So yeah, okay, it's good to have 2 reactors. Fence, yeah. The problem with electro armor is it does explode. So actually, maybe I will be better having some steel. Just, yeah. See, then we run into trouble on the power front. So perhaps best to have a generator there, and then steel along here, which does slow her down quite a lot, though. Yeah, maybe we have steel in the middle there. Power armor on the sides. We've obviously got our twin engines and our forward thrusters. 505. Is that going to be fast enough? Because I kind of want them to be able to sort of swarm in with their beam weapons and, you know, sort of overwhelm the remnant shields. So I don't know if this is going to be fast enough. Should be able to take a bit of punishment with these shields. I tell you what, we'll give her a whirl. We're going to want to fire at maximum range with our beams. Yeah. So we'll call it the Templar. And now I can go to fleets, and our second fleet, we will... how many will we need? We'll need quite a few, is the answer to that. So, yeah, let's go with 12 to begin with. That's not going to be enough, but you know, we'll just start building those and see where we get to. On the research front, you know, I was fairly happy with that design. Obviously, there's room for improvement, but I can live with it for now. So let's just have a look whether we should be doing anything else on the research side. Xenolinguistics. Don't think that's really going to change our world a lot, though, is it? Shipyards, tempted with shipyards. Reaction drive. Yeah, you know what? That we can then gain a bonus to our speed without actually having to refit the ships that we're building. Okay, some training completed there. So are you all being built on Kothlar? I suspect you are, yeah, at 184. So that is going to take a little while to churn out. Mission, career, training, yeah, okay. Fine. Okay, guys, well, look, I think we're on the verge of switching from a totally, you know, pacifist early build to starting to get the military ships built. They are at least now designed. So hope you've enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one, where hopefully we'll get into a position where we can at least think about having a pop at some of the remnants in our kind of well, what I'm thinking of is sort of my sphere of influence. Anyway, see you next time, guys. Thanks very much.